Today I'm going to be showing you a method, guys, where it can drastically improve and increase your win rate, right? You probably heard of other people talking about this. Now, me personally, what I show in my mentorship is I normally go for the like 1 to 4s, 1 to 5s, the big risk to rewards, just because obviously the way I draw my zones. But overall, I'm going to be showing you a method where you can increase your win rate and you don't have to go for the big risk rewards, right? If I even show you, and this is the reason why, one of the reasons why I always show my community is because, I can boast about my strategy as much as I want, but you're only going to believe if it's only going to be real if that I actually know what I'm doing. If I'm able to make, and also, give the credit to the break and retest strategy, if I'm able to make others succeed in the strategy and method as well. As you can see over here, my students, in the elite mentorship here, once they've joined, and I don't take everyone on, I don't work with beginners, but once you're in the mentorship and I'm giving you that one-to-one time, and I've made it affordable for everyone as well. I just want to point out this isn't a source of income for me where I'm just relying on this or anything like that. No, I've got my trading going on, right? And again, if I didn't know what the hell I'm talking about, I wouldn't be able to make others profitable. But anyways, coming back to the point, link would be in the video description if anyone is interested of just joining the free community or just coming and saying hello, or even to join the mentorship, whatever they want to do. But is the break and retest? Trust me, it works, guys. I'm going to be using the Euro USD for the example, zero spreads, beautiful currency pair, love the liquidity. And another thing I want to show you as well, guys, just quickly, this is my backtested data for GJ, right? 4-hour candle time, and even if you look at this guy, look at it's laggy. That's how much data I've collected over the years. One blue line to blue line is 1 week, one red line to one red line is 1 month. So you can get the idea of, and between here you can see the phase 1, phase 2 past and all that. The journey, you can see the process. It just goes on and on. Especially you can see the losing -1, the losing trades, the winning trades. It just goes on, and then obviously I take the next step, and I take it to Excel, where you can where I just take the next step forward and posted about 500 trades here of backtested data. And so yeah, now that we've got that out of the way, let's just take, okay, so what is the, first of all, if you're a beginner or if you just still been doing this for a long time but you're still struggling, my advice would be, guys, increase your stop loss size for the beginning. Now where I normally bear with me, I'm not, it doesn't just end here, right? Trust me, I normally have a small stop loss. Why? Because my biggest edge, as my students know as well, my ability to draw zones, and that's exactly what I teach in my mentorship as well. My ability to draw zones is second to none, right? Why? It's not because I'm super talented. I've got about 8 years of trading experience, and then I became profitable. I've been profitable for the last 3.5, 4 years. But this, the amount of time I've spent on zones, because I've traded every strategy out there, ICT, supply and demand, trendline breakouts, all this fair value gap, everything, right? But you want a strategy is really, how you will know if a strategy is the one for you, the moment you start trading it and how simple it becomes for you. That's the best way you're gonna know, right? As soon as I came across the break and retest, it was just like it just spoke to me. I just realized straight away, this is the one I'm going to be using for the rest of my life. This is the one I'm going to either fail with, or this is the one I'm either going to stick with and make it profitable. But you have to be stubborn as well. When it comes to trading, guys, to make it work in trading, you have to be a very, very stubborn individual, because you're going to face so many obstacles, so many hurdles, but you just got to have this inner drive that you just got to brush it off, and then just come back the next day. Now here, okay, normally I like to show these huge risk to rewards. If you normally, and you want to go back and check this, is your stop loss even I like to think of these like as oxygen tanks. What do I mean by this? Are you giving your trade enough room to breathe, right? Enough supply of oxygen to breathe. If you're doing this, right, or something like this, you're gonna, of course, you're gonna just suck the oxygen and you're gonna eventually just kill your trade off, right? If you got something like this, then this is the best chance, even if it's a 1-to-1, but you can obviously win the trade. Now my advice obviously would be, have it around what you normally have for your usual stop loss. Just increase it by 50% just to start with, right? Just increase it by 50%. So if you're using around 10 pips for your stop loss, let's just say 10 pips, move it to 15 pips. Move it, check if that does that work, and look at your backtested data, right? Look at your backtested data and check, does it increase your win rate, right? Even, and then you know, you might be like, okay, I'm going for the 1 to 2.5. I don't want that. You know, I'm losing more, or I'm winning more. Well, if you're winning more, that's what you want, obviously. But check what happens to your win rate, right? Does it increase it quite nicely? And then if it does, then obviously my advice would be just stick to that. And obviously, and another thing what this brings as well, guys, when you have a bigger stop loss, once you enter the trade, because it's not going to hit your stop loss straight away, it gives you more flexibility to do other things. It's less stress, because by the time, you know, if it's just hovering, price is hovering down here, you know, you can just like you don't have to worry about it. What I'm trying to say is, imagine if you have a stop loss like this, you're going to be glued to your screen, and it's just going to keep, you know, boom, within a few seconds or a few minutes it's going to hit your stop loss, and you're going to have the frustration and the stress that you lost the trade, and then you're going to be looking for your next setup. But if you got around 15 pips, for example, right, 15 pips, you know, until you build the experience of getting those better entries, looking for those better candlestick entries, you know, obviously my break and retest, the one I showed to my mentorship students, is more refined, and obviously that's over the years, guys. That's why normally I have around, you know, around for Euro USD around 5 pip stop losses, just because of, you know, again, super tight spreads, I can get away with more. But yeah, that's what I like to, you know, personally use, and that's what I recommend to my students as well. Around, you know, well, especially when they're starting out, around 7 pips. Now, if let's say a move like this, right? A move like this. Now you're gonna be like, you know, we want to have the you know, we want to enjoy a big move like this where it can give us around what, 1 to 24. Let's keep it realistic. About 10 pips, what, 1 to 12. In terms of realistic, I mean keep it the stop loss like a reasonable size. 15 pips, 1 to 9. But let's just say you're going for a 1 to 4. Technically, guys, 1 to 4 is a nice number, right? It's a big, considered as a big risk to reward. Why? Because think about it. If you win 50% of your trades, right? Let's just say you take your 10 best trades, your 10 A+ setups, and you win, you know. And again, what I show even in my mentorship over here, if I show you, you know, in my elite mentorship, we have A+ setups, right? I go through them. There's free confluences that I like to go through with my setups, and once all three are triggered, only then I will enter the trade. If those three are not there, then no, I will not take the trade. And you know, normally, and then on the basis of taking your 10 best setups, then you check your win rate. You know, is it 50%, 60%? And I've passed challenges, guys. I've passed challenges. That's why if I even, you know, again, forget what I've done, right? Forget, as soon as you even join this free community, right? As soon as you come to the welcome side, obviously this shows what's in the, if you want to join the mentorship. I post some of my certificates, not all of them. Some of these are old, some of these are new. You know, basically, I've got about more than 42 plus. Can't post all of them. It'll just become really like just spammy, or just like I'm just boasting. But you know, this is one of my, you know, good, you know, great achievements, as I would say. Why? Not my, that's the alarm going off, so apologies. I'm not going to edit I'm not going to edit any of this out, even the last part when I just mumbled. I like to keep my videos raw. Yeah, one of my students was number 4 on the FTMO leaderboard, right? Passing some of my challenges in one trade. Well, if you go on YouTube, guys, many people are doing that, right? Not many, but you know, it's not this passing phase 2 in one trade with low risk. Yeah, not many people are doing that. Not many people are risking 2, 3, 4%. I don't do that, guys. What I am sure, I look at the skill set, and that's the super important for me, right? But one of my students becoming FTMO's number 4 on the leaderboard, and he's only 1% behind number 3 rank. Until I said to him, he came actually in the group call when we were doing a live group call, which we do every Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. He came in the group call and he's like, "Yo, he's rank 4 on the leaderboard," and I was like, "No, just, you know." But he's smart anyway. He was smart to realize, you know, just call it enough. I think it was up about 30%. And then he's like, "Just take your profits, you know, and then come back to fight end of the day with the markets, or with the leaderboard, or profit, whatever you want to call it." But okay, that's too much going on about the students. Now regarding what I was going to say now, okay, this over here, guys, I see stop loss size. Trust me, and I can't put enough emphasis on this, right? Some of you guys might have a stop loss that's too big. Some of you might have a stop loss that's too small. You need to find the Goldilocks zone, the middle, the sweet spot, right? Trust me, that will work wonders itself. For now, just forget about, obviously, you know, how you're drawing the zones. Maybe even the way you're drawing zones right now, this might help you enough, right? This might do the job itself. Trust me. The moment you obviously, you know, obviously gain the confidence how to draw the correct zones, then you will automatically realize, now I need to reduce the size of the stop loss, because they're going to start becoming sniper entries, right? Then you start, the moment you start drawing zones correctly, trust me when I say this, and it happened to me as well, the moment you start drawing zones correctly, you'll be like, wait a minute, I'm leaving too much money at the table in terms of stop loss. I want to make my stop loss even tighter so I can gain more from the markets. Now obviously, let's even go into some of these entries, right, which I like to do. Okay, so what would it be the reason? Let's put this on playback. Chart's gonna end up moving if I, okay, so what could be the reason for the entry over here? Well, we've got an engulfing candle over here, guys. You can pretty much put it up here, and we could get a nice nice 1 to 5, right? Let's go refine this even more. If I were to refine this even more, beautiful. We've got another engulfing candle over here. Let me change the color of it so you can see better. Bearish engulfing. Am I going to take the trade from here? Well, no. Up here, yes. Now you can keep it, play this, either put your stop loss above the high of this wick, of this high point, of the structure high, or you can have it above this one here. Totally your choice. Me personally, I would obviously have it above this yellow zone. Why? Because I'm killing two birds with one stone. It's already, my stop loss is already above the high of this wick here, of this bearish candle. Second, it's already above the zone. Now if I have it above even this resistance here, right, how was my that's still a nice risk to reward. That is still a nice risk to reward. But again, with experience, well, now it's going to almost a 1 to 6, well, almost 1 to 6 7 actually. But yeah, you know, that's a, I mean, look at this, how clean that is, guys. It doesn't get any cleaner than that. Let's keep going to the next one. Let's see what the next opportunity brings. This one over here. Now obviously some are going to be like, well, what do you do when you got all this consolidation, this choppiness here? You know, well, that's only for my students. It wouldn't be fair if I, you know, but my advice would be, if you did see something like this, just stay away from it, guys. You know, straight up, just stay away from this. If I just go to the smaller time frame, let's see where we can take, go 5 minute time frame. Let's see what, okay, now this is a very, you know, late entry, right? Price never comes up here, so you know what we'll do, I'm going to give the market the benefit of the doubt. Let's just leave that out. Let's go to the next time frame. Let's go to the next entry, hit that play. This was a big move. This was a big move, right? And this is when when I show you, when I'm passing the challenges, not just on my, you know, there's 50k accounts, 100k accounts, 200k accounts, 10k accounts. I try to mostly show the 10k accounts. There's a playlist in my YouTube channel you can check out. I mostly show the 10k accounts because it's more relatable, guys. Why should I show passing these 200k accounts when majority of the viewers, they can only afford like a 10k, 20k, 50k account? I want to make the videos as relatable as possible. You know, it's like $1,000 for a 200k account, but not everyone's going to be able to afford that, right? 10k account, pretty much everyone can, or a 5k account, depending which parts of the world you're from. But let's go to a smaller time frame. So the reason for the entry would, okay, this is not the entry, this is the entry. Don't know why I put it there. Okay, now why? Well, first of all, I got my break, right? Got the break, price comes down here, got a, look at the support established, now we got resistance, price comes down here. Where would you enter from, right? And I'm thinking of live streaming, guys. I've been thinking about this for a very long time. I might just start live streaming around 7 a.m. UK time only, around that time, for about half an hour. Just trade, like take the one position for the day, and then continue trading for the rest of the day as well. But because I don't wanna, because I'm not a scalper, I'm a day trader. I don't want to just sit on the charts all day on a live stream. But you know, I have been thinking about it a lot, been getting a lot of demand for it as well. Anyways, come back to the point. We'll leave that for another day. Okay, there was two, one here, bearish engulfing, right? You've got a evening star, dark cloud cover, whatever you want to call it, guys. Now, if I go to a smaller time frame, I don't want to go too small actually. Let's put this on playback. Let me see what happens on the 1 minute time. This is too small. That's too small for my liking. But let's just see what price is showing us, right? Let's just see what price is showing us. Not the best head and shoulder pattern. This right shoulder is a bit deformed. Evening star, engulfing candle bearish here as well. Bearish engulfing. But normally you want to look for is, you know, if I show you here, guys, look at, is there structure being broken? Well, it's broken here, right? Are we making lows? Well, this was a level of support until it was broken. This bullish, super strong bullishing, long wick rejection. Ignore that, only because still look, it's found below the major zone. I'm not really bothered about bullish candles. I'm focusing on the bearish ones. A lot of volume in this bearish candle here. Price comes back up, and you can still see, like, again, structure broken here more. That's your indicate. That's your signal there. How would I enter this? Well, again, you know, look at this. The highs are over here, and there are highs over here, and there are highs over here. Again, if you're playing it super safe, guys, always try to have it above the zone, above this high of the wick. This one resistance as well, and this will still give you nice 1 to 12, which is quite insane. But if you had it above this one, obviously the 1 to 23, but that's a bit absurd. Trying to keep it realistic. So the only way we can do that is not 1 to 12, or I like to normally go for a 1 to 3 or a 1 to 4. But if I saw volume coming in like the way it is, let's see how was the volume look. Yeah, just tanking, even on a 5-minute candle, just tanked in 5 minutes. So definitely will be holding on to that, using trailing my stop loss. But yeah, I hope you found value from this video, guys. I drop a video every single 2 days, so make sure you like and subscribe. Value's coming every 2 days, so not everyone's uploading these videos on that kind of a level of consistency. So yeah, and if anyone is interested in joining the free community or the mentorship, a link will be in the video description. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Take care. I'm out.